saying Lisa about Yahusha helped me.
Oh yeah, with what?
Oh, adultery. You know, the new law of adultery, just thinking and looking.
Yeah, yeah.
About women.
Yeah.
So he helped me stop doing it. Which
Good.
is fantastic.
Overcome it.
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
Yeah, and then I had a couple of big tests to make sure,
Mm.
you know, women walking past and scantily,
Yeah.
just
Always.
bra and knickers on in
Yeah.
the gym, and it's like, no, they just look once and then look away.
That's it.
Yeah, just do.
Control the eyes.
Yeah, just do. I look at the face, you know, and then look away. Yeah.
Well, they do that to you on purpose,
Yeah, I think,
so that you'll break eye contact and look elsewhere. And if they see you look, then they've got you.
I always look at the eyes now.
It's helpful in the hair salon. I can put a cape over them, and they lose all their power.
Yeah, that's it.
But you can't do that in life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so I'm very happy about that, and I thank Yahusha so much for helping me.
good.
Yes, we move on to the next thing. I think that's the most thing that I have
That's a
trouble
big thing. Yeah,
with. Yeah, so yeah, it's
absolutely.
helped me.
Mm.
It's fantastic.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Good,
hard.
man.
It's hard when you see people like that. I just think, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Why on earth? Because usually it's, I see a lot of older women dressed like it.
like a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, and I'm
Nice
talking,
skirts.
I'm talking older than me.
I know.
And I'm
I've seen a
thinking-
Well, that's old. Whoa.
60.
So old. Mm.
A bit of me then.
That's it. So,
Love
It's-
to everyone.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
too, mate.
all right. So, thought we'd go through the book of John
Good job. Okay,
today,
that's a good one.
and let's see where Yahusha's going to take us. Hey.
Sounds like a plan.
Robbie, you want to start reading?
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was Elohim.
No.
Elohim.
And the word was
And
with
the
Elohim.
Word was with Elohim, and the Word was Elohim.
Yep.
So the Word was there, Yahuah. In the beginning there was Yahuah. Everything was made through him, and nothing was made without him.
All right, stop there. So it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Elohim, and the Word was Elohim. So we've been having a lot of people saying that Yahusha isn't Elohim, it's only Yahuah that's Elohim, and Yahusha
Messiah.
basically is just the Messiah and doesn't matter. Why do you think John wrote it in a way that says, and the Word was Elohim? What had John seen? Mikey, what do you reckon?
Seen Yahushua do everything he did. You saw him die and be raised back. You saw him, save some, heal people's sicknesses and, perform wonders.
Mm-hmm. So why would he say, and the Word was Elohim? Why would he say that? Robert, what do you think?
Because Yahushua was Elohim, and because Yahushua went down to earth and became Yahushua.
He transformed, didn't he?
Huh?
That's it.
Indeed.
Transformed into Yahusha, so therefore he was Elohim. John could see it, but nobody else, or his followers, disciples, apostles, whatever you want to call them, they could see, but nobody else could see that. Yeah? It's very interesting that John put it in those words. Because if you start at Genesis, the Word. He spoke everything by word, didn't he?
Yeah.
Into existence. So the Word was Elohim. It was with Elohim because it was Elohim. So all these people who keep trying to say that Yahusha is not Elohim, well, it's in black and white there that says yes, he is. He was there from the beginning.
They're not reading
Exactly.
properly.
They're not understanding it with the Spirit.
Mm.
All right, continue on, Robert, number 4.
In him there was life, and that life was a light for the people of this world.
Yeah.
Light shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it.
What does that mean? The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it.
It
What's the
means
darkness?
sin
What else?
and demons
Evil.
and anything evil.
Evil. The darkness is the evil that comes through people, at people, and you see it. You see it daily, don't you? In customers, in clients, in,
Yes.
everybody. Just the general public in general. Yeah? You see that darkness in them. I know sometimes when you're walking down the street, you look at someone and you think, I think I might just go the other way.
Crossover.
Yeah, just might just walk the other way. That don't want to be near that one, because you can just feel that evil, that spirit in their flesh really permeates from them. Yeah. So in him there was life, and that life was a light for the people. So they saw the light in Yahusha, didn't they?
Yeah, it is.
And as it says, that light shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it. Continue on. Boo.
There was a man named John who was sent by Yahuah. He came to tell the people about the light. Through him, all people could hear about the light and believe.
Yep.
John was not the light himself, but he came to tell people about the light.
Yep.
The true light that gives light to all people was coming to the world.
So he was coming into the world. John was telling, that's John the Immerser, John the Baptist. People know him as both those names.
Creepy John. That's what they call him in that show. Creepy John.
Creepy John, okay, right. I see. So he was spreading the word about Yahusha, wasn't he? To everybody, far and wide. Wherever he could get to, he would tell them. I baptize you in water, but the one coming after me will baptize you in spirit and fire. What about that? Because he tells us that. So he's saying, and people thought that he was the one originally that was to save the Jewish race, but he said, no, it's not me. So he's just come to tell everybody about Yahusha, about the light, so that people could hear about it and believe in it, and know that there's somebody coming to save us, to help us, to deliver us from our oppression, our sin, all of that. Mikey, you want to read on?
The Word was already in the world, for the world was made through him, but the world didn't even know him. He came to the world that was his own, and his own people did not accept him. But some people did accept him and believed in him. And to those who called on his name, he gave the authority to become children of Yahuah.
Wherever you see Yahuah in this translation, it should be Elohim, mate. So if you think of it, you can switch it in your head.
Yes, they became his children, but not in the way babies are usually born. It was not from any human blood, or desire, or plan, but from Elohim himself. The Word became a man and lived among us, pitching his tent on this earth. We saw his divine esteem and the greatness that belongs to the only begotten Son of the Father, full of favor and truth. John told people about him, saying loudly, "This is the one I was talking about when I said, 'The one who is coming after me is greater than I am,' because he was living before I was even born."
What about that? Saying that. The one who is coming after me is greater than I am because he was living before I was even born. And people still say no, he's not. I still don't understand why. What? It's written in black and white, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right there. He was there at the beginning and always there, and he'll be here at the end too. So why do you think people can't see this?
Because they don't want to. They're not looking for it. Because if they, admit to this, then all those other things that they've said can, also be seen and proven wrong.
Yeah? What else? What's in them?
Evil spirits, Satan.
It's the corrupt seed, isn't it? The corrupt seed is still in them, and there's a spirit in their flesh that controls them. They can read the ink on the page, but without Yahusha's spirit in them, they can't see what he's saying. Yeah?
Yes.
And it's very interesting that, just in the first, 15 verses, it said it twice already. He was there in the beginning. He's Elohim. And people cannot see it. People want to take us always back to Moses and the 10 Commandments, or back to Abraham and his covenant. And it's like, well, Yahusha was there in the beginning. Isn't that who we're supposed to look to?
Yeah.
Isn't that who we're supposed to follow?
Yes.
So these people who keep saying all this wrong, negative stuff should actually read it properly and understand what it says.
Yeah.
Follow Yahusha with all your heart, all your mind, all your being. Follow him. Kill the spirit in your flesh so that the darkness can't control you. Yeah?
Yes.
Goes for everybody. Not just you, me,
No.
these two here. Everybody needs to get rid of that spirit that's in their flesh. Because with that spirit in your flesh, you can do no good. Without Yahusha's spirit, you can do no good. All right, Rob, you want to read?
Yes. Yes, the Word was full of favour and truth, and from him we all received the blessing, one blessing, after another. That is, the divine law was given to us through Moses, but favour and truth came through Yahusha, Messiah. No one has ever seen Yahuah, but the Son is the one who has shown us what Yahuah is like. For he himself is Yahuah and very close to the Father. they are one.
What about that?
Yes,
So,
they are the same person. They're not different.
yes, the divine laws were given to us through Moses, but favour and truth came through Yahushua Messiah. No one has ever seen Elohim, but the Son is the one who has shown us what Elohim is like, for he himself is Elohim. And very close to the Father, they are one. And I believe in a couple of the Gospels or writings from the apostles, he actually says it at one point. The Father and I are one. So you can see in more than one instance where he's saying, and even his followers are saying, they're one person. He is Elohim. Yeah?
Yes.
All right, let's continue on. The Jewish leaders in Jerusalem sent some priests and Levites to John to ask him, "Who on earth are you?" And he told them the truth. Without any hesitation, he said openly and plainly, "I am not the Messiah." They asked him, "Then who are you then? Elijah?" He answered, "No, I'm not Elijah." They asked, "Are you the prophet? The one Elohim promised Moses he would send?" He answered, "No, I am not the prophet." Then they said, "Then who are you? Please tell us about yourself. Give us an answer to tell the people who sent us. What do we say about yourself? What do you say about yourself?" So John told them the words of the prophet Isaiah. "I am the voice of someone crying out in the wilderness, make straight the way of Elohim." What about that? These Jewish leaders and priests, the priests and the Levites are going to John and, who are you? Come on, tell us. What's your story? Give us the answer so we can tell, the Jewish leaders, because they wanted to control everything. They didn't like the fact that John was saying, "There's one coming after me, he's greater than everybody."
Yeah.
They didn't like that. So they're like, "Well, who is it? Who are you?" And they were constantly like that towards anybody who spoke about Yahusha or to Yahusha, and even when Yahusha spoke, they were the same. Yeah?
Yes.
Do you want to read a bit, Dylan?
Yeah, where are we up to?
24?
24. These Jews were sent from the Pharisees. They said to John, "You say you are not the Messiah. You say you are not Elijah or the prophet. And why do you immerse? Why do you baptize people?" John answered, "I baptize people with water, but there is someone here with you that you don't know. He is the one who's coming later. I'm not good enough to even be the servant who unties the straps of his sandals." These things all happened at Bethany on the other side of the Jordan River. This is where John was baptizing people, immersing people. I think it's in the version that Luke writes about this where he says, "The one coming after me will baptize you in spirit and fire." John doesn't say it, but Luke says it. This one doesn't say the baptized in spirit and fire bit.
No.
But Luke does.
No, but it's definitely written in the scripture that he says it.
Yeah.
So, there's overlaps here and there between all the different scriptures from them. So, if it's not in one, you will find it. And if people want to go looking for it, go for it.
Yeah.
You will find it. All right. Robert, you want to read again?
29, mate.
The next day, John saw Yahushua coming towards him and said, "Look, the Lamb of Yahuwah,
Elohim.
that
Say Elohim.
the Lamb of Elohim who takes away the sins of the world." This is the one I was talking about when I said there is a man coming after me who is greater than I am, because he was living even before I was born. I did not know who he was, but I was thinking with water, so he could be revealed as the Messiah to the bride.
What about that? So he's immersing people so that it could be revealed that Yahushua was the Messiah. Yeah?
Yes.
Mikey, read on for me.
Then John said this for everyone to hear. I did not know who the Messiah was, but the one who sent me to immerse with water told me, "You will see my Spirit come down and rest on a man. He is the one who will immerse people with my true divine Spirit. I have seen this happen."
Well, that's the same as Spirit and Father, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll baptize people with my Spirit, with Spirit.
I saw the Spirit come down from heaven like a dove and rest on this man. So this is what I tell people. He is the son of Elohim.
Keep going, mate.
The next day, John was there again and had 2 of his students with him. He saw Elohim walking by.
No, sorry.
He saw Yahushua walking by and said, "Look, the Lamb of Elohim." His 2 students heard him say this, so they followed Yahushua also. But when Yahushua turned and saw the 2 men following him, he asked, "What do you guys want?" They said, "Teacher, where are you staying?" He answered, "Come with me and see." So the 2 men went with him. They saw the place where he was staying, and they stayed there with him that day. It was about 4 o'clock. These men followed Yahushua after they heard about him from John. One of them was Andrew, the brother of Simon, Peter. The first thing Andrew did was to go and find his brother Simon, saying to him, "We have found the Messiah, the anointed deliverer." Then Andrew brought Simon to Yahushua, who looked at him and said, "You are Simon, the son of Jonah, but from now on you will be called Peter."
The rock.
So these followers of John's decided, once they knew that what John was telling them, that Yahushua was the Messiah, he was a promised deliverer, they decided, okay, we're not following you anymore, we're going to go and follow him. Because he's going to help us. He's going to deliver us. All you could do was baptize us in water. He's going to give us everything. He's going to make us clean. He's going to teach us everything. And they had no qualms about it. Just off we went. Didn't even say goodbye. How rude. You know?
Yeah.
Come with me and see, he says when they ask where he was staying. And then Andrew goes and gets his brother. And he ends up with his name being changed. Instead of being Simon, he's now Peter.
Yeah.
You know? But as you can see, means his name means rock or stone. What about that?
On which you're going to build something.
That's it.
A structure with lots of other stones in it.
Exactly. All right. The next day, Yahushua decided to go to Galilee. He met Philip and said to him, "Follow me." Philip was from the town of Bethsaida. the same as Andrew and Peter. Philip found Nathanael and told him, "We have found the man that Moses wrote about in the divine laws. The prophets wrote about him too. He is Yahusha, the son of Joseph. He is from Nazareth." But Nathanael said to Philip, "You're joking. Nazareth? Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" Philip answered, "Come and see." Yahusha saw Nathanael coming towards him and said, "Look, a true Israelite, one you can trust with no deceit." "How do you know me?" Yahusha answered, "I saw you when you were under the fig tree, before Philip even told you about me." Then Nathanael said, "Teacher, you are the son of Elohim. You are the king of Israel, his bride." But Yahusha said to him, "Do you believe this just because I told you that I saw you under the fig tree? Well, get ready, mate, because you're going to see much greater things than that." Then he said, "Believe me when I tell you, from now on, you'll all see heaven open, and you will see angels of Elohim ascending and descending." What about that? Through the Son of Man. So, that's chapter 1 of John. All the things that we see there, Yahusha knows. Like Yahusha knowing exactly where Nathanael was, what he was doing, even before he was told about him. What about that? He sees all, knows all, and he conquered all, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he's technically is all as well.
Correct. Technically. I can't even see the words on that page now. So what did you all get out of that? Of it?
Well, I got that in the beginning who it was Yahuah, then after he came down, he became Yahusha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spot on.
That's it. What about you, Mikey?
That we should follow Yahusha and trust him. There's not any need to test him or anything, like especially the last paragraph is like, surely it can't be, and then without even trying to, question him or anything, just prove him wrong.
What'd you get out of that one, Rob?
I just have to say pretty much about what Mikey just said there. But he is the one to be trusted. You don't need to follow anyone else.
Yep.
Just follow Yahusha. He's here for us.
Yeah. What did you think, darling?
Brilliant. I think before we use any more of this book, I need to give it a serious overhaul. That's what I think, because there's so many mistakes in it. Because at one point there it says, Yisrael is the bride. No, it's not. No, it's not. Where's that? Verse 49. King of Yisrael, his bride. No. This was a few years ago when I wrote this one. So I think we'll be abandoning this translation. Take all the Yahuahs out, put Alan back in. Yeah, that's what I was distracted with. But the content was amazing. Always amazing what Yahusha did.
Oh, that's it.
John the Baptist. I mean, that's the foundation of what we've realised with the vein. I baptise you in water.
Yep.
When Yahusha came along, John freaked out. Said, "Oh, I'm not supposed to be baptising you. You've got to baptise me."
Yeah.
He goes, "No, just relax, mate. We've got to fulfil all righteousness." So, in other words, we've got to fulfill all the shadows.
Everything that was prophesied had to be fulfilled.
All the water rituals. Yahusha fulfilled them. That's why we don't have to be immersed anymore. Baptised in water.
Yep.
Because we're baptised in spirit and in fire.
Yeah. I think you said last week Yahusha was the last
Legal.
correct legal immersion in water. So he said, right, that's it, it stops there.
Mm.
From this time on.
They were still doing it through the book of Acts, but that was a bit of a transition
Yeah.
period. But when you consider 2,000 years later,
Still doing it.
I mean, they didn't bathe every day.
No.
It was a ritual cleansing because they had diseases and, times of the month and all sorts of things. They had to wash constantly when those times happened to be ritually clean.
Yeah.
For us, I mean, what's going... every time we've done it, we've felt a bit silly. You come out of the water and, something magical's happened. No, it hasn't.
No.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just wet.
Just wet. And you went down dry and you came up wet.
That's it.
Then you've all got to, yeah, rev each other up that something significant happened.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. You just go back to your same old habits. Because the spirit and the fire baptism is what changes someone from being old to new.
Yes.
Have you noticed the difference? How many times have you been baptised now?
2, maybe 3.
2, maybe 3?
I think so, yeah.
Too many times.
Yeah. No change, is there? What about the spirit and fire baptism?
There's definitely a chance that
Yeah. Talk to me about it.
you start to feel them. You can, you can communicate with them. Even if at first I thought it was just, myself, thoughts and stuff. But no, the more you go into it, the more you realize, it's not me. That's him. When he tells you do this, do that, and then if you don't, then you feel it. And if you do the wrong thing, before we got into all this and we're just doing, that. You do the wrong thing, you don't really feel it as much as now. Now, if you do it, you can feel like it's burning.
Mm.
You can't get past it until you've, solved the problem.
How do you feel about being free? Have you noticed I don't come into your life anymore?
Yeah.
That hasn't been like that with the other 15-year-olds. Mum's not like that with Robert. What do you feel? How do you feel that I've taken hands off?
I think
Do you think it's a bad thing or a good thing?
I think it's a good thing. It gives me the chance to, do the right thing, without being essentially.
That doesn't mean I'm not watching.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm not looking at the clock when it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, late shift. Doesn't mean I'm not caring. It means I'm not interfering.
Yeah.
Because I trust you, and I know who lives inside you.
Yeah.
Plenty of times Mum goes, it's all right. It's only across the road.
Yeah.
You got my number. If there's an emergency.
That's it.
Yeah, except for when he puts his phone on a private mode and wants to call us because we don't answer private
So he locks
numbers.
himself outside. Yeah, it's all right.
No, but I think it's.
There's freedom to experience Yahusha, and if you want to step into areas that are wrong, what's going to happen?
I feel it.
How?
I feel the burning. I feel Yahusha. I feel his attack.
Yeah, but
his
how? What sort of?
You just get a really bad feeling inside you, you get all.
Oh, I didn't get just that. Gee, come on. What else did you get?
You feel,
Did you get headaches? Did you get pains in the stomach?
Yeah, and then
Did you end up with, sore back, sore feet, sore anything?
Yeah, you get it's physical, and you also you can't think straight. You can't do anything properly. 'Cause that's all you can feel. It's all you can think about.
Mm.
But I definitely think it's. I appreciate it because I feel like if you were really always in there trying to take control, eventually it wouldn't benefit anymore. It would kind of just end up making me want to be I want to do my own thing. Whereas since you're more laid back and you don't really mind, I'm when I have gone I want to do my own thing, and then I get the repercussions of it, and I'm I don't want to do my own thing.
Well, it's affected me a lot in that area. Am I raising my children to be some dynasty or empire of great, wonderful people in 20, 30, 40, 50 years? Generational this, am I?
No.
Time's short.
Yeah.
What can I do in 2 years apart from what we're doing now?
Yeah.
The majority of you have run off, so I've got you. 8 kids and we're down to 2. So, what can we do? If you're not going to choose Yahusha, what can I do about it?
Yeah, it's not really anything.
So, it's good that you're knowing him like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, after everything we've gone through over the years, I know all the stuff, so it's not like you're just leaving me without telling me anything. Like, I know how to, fix a situation if I'm in it, how to go to Yahusha and ask him for stuff and, talk to him. So I can, it's more like just trusting me to do it. Yeah.
Well, the things I'm seeing, things you tell me about in the shop too, you're basically doing what Yahusha says. You'll often tell me things and I'll be like, well, that's a rule. That's letting them have it. That's this, that's that, that's...
Yeah.
And you're getting a good reputation because of it, because if you live the scripture, that's what you'll have.
Yeah.
People can lie about you, but your behaviour is good. So, being a good example.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wonderful.
What about you, Robert? Have you been feeling Yahusha's burning or pain or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Whenever I do something wrong.
Oh.
Daily, weekly, monthly, minutely? What are we talking?
Weekly.
Yeah? Yeah? How does it come? How does it feel?
It hurts.
Yeah? What do you end up with?
It feels like stomach, like you're pain in your gut, that won't go away.
A pain in your gut that won't go away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Staying into you.
That's a pretty bad one. Ever get any headaches, like he's stabbed you in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah? I know you came to me a couple of weeks ago and said, Mo, I've got a headache. So what were you doing that you shouldn't have been? See? He knows everything. He sees everything, yeah? He's there with you all day, every day. So instead of listening to the spirit in our flesh, you need to listen to him continually. Because he gives us more thoughts than the grains of sand on the seashore. That's billions. So the more we think of him, the more he gives us, and the more we do for him, the more he trusts us. And the more he trusts us, the more favour we get. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's what you've got to remember. The favour comes to those who are trusted servants. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're not a trusted servant, you won't get his favour. You're not clean.
There's not much time left.
Not at all.
So,
Maximum 2 years at the most.
Yeah.
what are you finding through all this, Rob?
Yeah. I'm getting more and more talking with Yahusha on a daily basis now. Like I said, great help with that problem I had. That was just to ask, because I was struggling on my own, so I asked, and and he helped me.
He gives you the power to
Yeah.
overcome all the stuff.
That's it.
If we dig our heels into our way,
Yeah. It'd be easy just to carry on.
well, what made you want to stop doing any of that anyway? Was it just
it's
a
wrong.
pleasant? Was it just a pleasant conversation you had with him?
Yeah.
Or were you? Yeah.
I'm struggling.
It's not a pleasant conversation when I've been going through
No.
stuff like that.
So I just said, look,
I
I'm
get thrown
struggling.
from wall to wall.
Yeah. Well, you're in it a bit deeper. I'm still in the honeymoon.
Oh, please.
Please.
You're past that now.
Am I?
Past that now.
Yeah. I tell
When you
you
do
what.
something wrong, you feel the pain.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
the knife go in.
I think I'm starting to get that because I modified a G-cramp to assist me with pulling dents out of my car. I was tightening up and undoing it, tightening it up, and put a glove on. So I just got a little bit more to do, and I stripped blister off in my finger, and I thought, he told me to put a glove on.
Yeah.
I didn't listen.
Well, she tells me to wear gloves when I change my G clamps.
Yeah.
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 Always.
Yeah.
You change your G. You got. I can't even say it.
G clamp.
What's
You
a
change your
G
G clamps.
I'm not sure what they are.
I know exactly what
Two
it
little
is.
things like but, just things like that. And just little bits at the minute. But,
Yeah.
when I catch on, right, that's from him, then he'll look after me. If
Yeah,
not,
he gives
there's
you
the
thoughts.
consequences.
Giving you thoughts all day.
Yeah.
And if you ignore them, you get consequences, ranging from small consequences to large consequences, depending on what he's telling you about.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And how have you been finding it with your wife? Because she's not a believer, so.
Not at all, no. It's getting harder for me because she's quite negative throughout the day, and I'm just finding it harder to deal with. So, again, I need to ask Yahusha. I've asked Yahusha how do I deal with it, but I don't recall an answer yet. So, yeah.
Well, he's given you the 3 rules.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
in all your day is in those 3 rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take anything she says personal.
Yeah. No, I don't take it personally.
Let her have it all.
I'm waterproof, but I do worry for her.
But then the other thing is, if she comes at you, you can always say, once she's calmed down, why? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
All
What was that about?
I'm here trying to help you. Why did you attack?
Yeah.
What?
What was that?
Yeah.
I think she doesn't really attack me. She's kind of upset with what she's doing.
Frustrated.
Frustrated, upset. She gets quite angry at times, and I say, why? Why do you need to do that? Just don't.
Starts talking to things and muttering at things and swearing at things.
Yeah.
And hitting. Yeah. We've all been through that. You're actually talking to a spirit. You're talking to things. Something's about, don't you dare close on me.
Yeah.
You're talking out loud to things.
Yes.
It's even worse when you're by yourself.
Yeah.
So we understand all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's not coming at you. She's just
No.
there's a misery in there.
Yeah. That's it. And
There's nothing personal. Everybody's in that state.
no, that's
That's
very
it.
true. It's the spirit in her. It's not directed at me.
You saw it. The darkness
Yeah.
cannot quench the light,
No.
but the light can quench the darkness.
Yeah. Yes.
If you're in a pitch black room, like a dark room, my dad has to wear a thing over his watch. Now, when your watch things glow, that can fog the paper. Just that stupid little luminescent things there. That's how much light. That's why they make them. So you can see in the dark.
Yeah, that's it.
So even the tiniest bit of light gets rid of darkness.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
No.
You can't bring darkness into light, and you can't do it.
No.
Not at all.
So your behaviour, staying strong in there,
Yeah. Yes.
doing things she likes to do, doing things that please her, make her feel good, all these sort of things, you can have a positive effect on her. You've got to, when you're starting out, you feel very fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very true.
Particularly if you're starting out doing something and it's not appreciated. It feels very fake.
Yeah.
But you just stay in there.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. I'll keep going, but
Because you're training
it's getting
yourself.
harder.
You're training yourself.
Yes.
Mm.
Like you said, when I shine,
Mm.
and she'll think, oh, what's he on? Then ask more questions, and that's,
Yeah.
I suppose I'm trying to work on myself and trying to listen to her and work with her as well. So,
Yeah.
But I won't be giving up.
No, well, it's about, as the scripture says, loving your wife more than yourself.
Yeah.
So you've got to give up
Yeah.
to the point where you just let her do what she let things that you would normally be controlling or apprehensive or upset or you know
unsure of.
negative about.
Yeah.
Because you trust Yahusha
Yeah.
and the time,
That's it. Time
you
limit.
just
Yeah.
release all of it. Just give in,
Mm.
you know.
Yes.
Because where's she going to lead you?
Downhill.
Well, women are the leaders in this world,
Yes.
they think. So if you let her lead,
Mm.
but inside yourself, you're just
Yeah.
calm.
Yeah.
You've got things Yahusha's told you to do,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But you're not doing it on purpose to watch them fall on their face. You just, it's letting them have it. It's loving,
Yeah.
you know.
You're not retaliating, saying, "Oh, you're wrong. You know, you should do this and you should do that."
But you know, if they go and do it the wrong way, they will fall on their face.
Yeah.
And that's not for you to come in then and say, "Oh, no,
Did you learn?
I did it better." No, it's not like that at all.
No.
At all.
No,
It's let's just get on with it.
Yeah.
Like.
That's right.
So you've been there, mate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The more you die to yourself, the more she'll see that you're becoming a different person.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be altering these scriptures. Yeah,
They're old.
they're old, very old. Too many Yahuahs in there for my liking.
That's it.
That was back when I was using a lot of loose stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's read it. Let's read the pure word from now on, eh?
Yeah.
I'll tinker with this a bit for next week. You want to stick with John? All right. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Have a great evening. Bye.
It's good. Happy?
Thank you.
It's done. That's it.
Stay strong.
Oh.
So what are you up to with the videos, mate? Following along?
Oh, yeah. Crashing through them.
Yeah.
Crikeys.
Well,
Right,
that'll be upsetting, huh?
I'm up to the point and then turn it off for 10 minutes and there's another 20 videos.
It's like that.
That's how we roll, mate.
It's
Yeah.
like that.
You're not only pumping all these new ones out
Yeah.
on YouTube, you're going with the red ones as well. You're doing all that.
In my defence, they only take a minute and a half to watch those ones.
Yeah.
So, they're Christopher's ones, those ones.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red
So
ones.
I'm recording his ones because they just get lost down the news feed and
Yeah.
nothing happens. And by the time we come together in his lounge room, half of us have forgotten what those things said. So
Yeah.
they're not getting used, and I think they're amazing. So I thought it's on Facebook and where is it, YouTube and
Yeah.
TikTok and all that. You can do those reels and
Yes. Yeah.
shorts and
I've
reels.
seen some of them on YouTube.
Good. They've come up on yours, have they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I watch a lot on YouTube.
Mm.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, going forward.
You kind of think, oh, there's a limited things to say, but there's new stuff all the time, isn't there?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And how you going, Mikey? Up to date with the videos?
Mm.
Yeah,
Working on it.
working on it. Yeah, a few months, but a few months. Yeah.
You're working on your else thing too?
The other thing, I haven't left. Not
2 weeks.
that. I was going to this morning.
So you can get your license in 2 weeks.
No.
Wow.
2 weeks.
Another trial.
So
And it's gonna be like
Another lunatic.
Another lunatic.
there's going to be another lunatic on the road. Yeah.